Hi, and welcome back to QB's channel. I'm QB, of course. How is everybody doing today? Hope everything is going well with you. Um, Today I want to talk about why you don't need a man. Okay, let me go into the reason why this question came up for me. Um, so I've had car issues for the last couple of days, right? And before in the past, when I've had car issues, um, I took her to a shop, of course. And when I took her to the shop, they'll tell me what's wrong with it, and they may give me a list of things that I could improve or fix or whatever. And then, they'll tell me how much it all costs, right? And it was okay, but what I found out is most of the time when they tell you that you need to get something done, you may not necessarily need to get it done, right? And me as a woman, I'm not into cars. I don't really, know cars like that. Um, but this week it's been different because my friend is he works on cars, and when I went to, he told me to go to AutoZone because my check engine light came on, and he told me to go to AutoZone to get a scan of to read the code, what's wrong with the car. And I said, okay. So I went to AutoZone, right? And I told them, I said, well, my husband, you know what I'm saying, girl, my husband told me to come here to get a scan of what the issue is so he can fix it. Do you know those people didn't try to sell me anything extra or anything? They did the scan, they gave me the paperwork, I was out of there. They ain't tried to sell me nothing or nothing. And I was like, this is kind of strange because I've been to AutoZone before. And they was like, well, ma'am, we have the part here, and you might also want to get this too to go with that part. And they always try to sell you stuff, right? And this time was different because it was like, and I was sitting there and I'm like, now is it different because I said I got a husband? I don't know, but that was my experience. Let me know if you experienced something like that as well. But I've heard people say that, yeah, I don't need no man, and what a man gonna do for me, right? Type of situation. Well, I'm telling you, this is what I'm learning. First of all, again, I was one of those women who chased my career, right? I wanted to be able to make all the money and be able to take care of myself. And I still want to do that. Don't get me wrong. I still want to make money and I still want to take care of myself. However, I want someone to share it with, right? What is the use of making all of this money, getting the big houses and the cars, and you have no one to share it with, right? And then not only that, I don't know if you ladies are like this, but I'm tired of making the final decision and something goes wrong. Now I gotta find somebody to fix it and then make sure they fix it and it's just like I don't want that responsibility anymore. And I know you're probably saying, well, you can hire somebody to do all that. But why would I have to hire for? Because first of all, think about the time frame. Let's talk about time. If something breaks in your house, you have to find someone to do it, right? Now, I don't know about you, but nowadays, kind of you got to do some research because you can't just trust anybody to work on your stuff because they may not do a very good job. And it's not like you have experience to see what they're doing to make sure they're doing a good job. You have to trust what they're saying. But you have to find, a good repair guy, and then you have to schedule an appointment, and then God knows if they need a part for that appointment, that means they'll come in, they'll say, oh, well, I need a part. I got to come back. We got to order it. It'll be here next week sometime. Then they come back. Now they got to fix it. It's just a lot of time versus if you do have a man, you know, um, hopefully he has some skills, right? And he can help you with that. He can look at it right then and there and say, hey, this is what it is, or you need a new toilet, or we need a new whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, I'm gonna hit Home Depot and I'm gonna go pick that up and da 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 da. And you don't have to worry about it anymore, right? It's like he got it. He fixing whatever. I ain't gotta worry about it no more. Like with my car. I'm like, okay, I don't I want to get out the house, but but I'm not worried about my car. I'm letting my friend worry about the car because that's what he's doing. That's what he does, right? So it's like, I guess the question is, why don't you need a man? Why don't you want one? Is it because you've had a lot of bad ones? And trust me, I get it. I've had a few bad ones. And it make you don't want to really get involved with anybody. And I would tell you this too, the pickings out there is very slim, because I said a man. That's what it says. You don't need a man. Why? Not you don't need a little boy. Why? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of men out here nowadays that are they live with their mama, or they don't want to work, or if they do work, they want to do the bare minimum, or they got excuses, or they don't know what to do. If something break, both of y'all looking at each other and y'all don't know what to do. And so, I mean, I get it, right? It's like, why would I need that in my life when I could just do it on my own? I get that, right? However, when you find a man, right, who's able to take care of things, and I know you guys done heard me say this over and over again, and I'm going to keep saying it until y'all explain to me what the issue is, okay? When when you find a man who's able to take care of business, he mean what he say, and he does what he say, he means what he says. I don't think I said that right. Say what he mean and mean what he says. Then why not hold on to that? Because you already know what the options are out there, right? So you already know that it's slim pickings out there. So why not hold on to that man who is going to be there and is going to take care of you, and care of the house, care of the cars, care of the kids? Why not hold on to that, right? Why is it that you don't need a man? And another thing that I've been I guess talking to people about and having to explain. And that is this, right? The man is the leader of the house. You know how many times I've heard, what? So that means I just supposed to follow what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna just follow behind him. Well, if he's gonna follow your ass into if you're gonna follow him into off a cliff, then yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't follow him either. But the man is the natural leader of a household, supposed to be, regardless. I mean, again, slim pickings out here nowadays, but that is the natural role of a man. He is supposed to be the leader of the house, right? So why not let him lead? Now, that's not saying you follow behind him blindly, or you don't have an opinion anymore, or what he say goes. No, what I'm saying is he's the leader of the house, right? So let him lead, right? Of course you're going to have opinion, of course y'all going to have discussions. It's not like he's just going to make all the decisions and you're not going to say anything, and you, yes sir, no, that's not how that works. What that means is he's going to make sure that the house is taken care of. Because again, I hear ladies all the time say, oh, I need a provider, I need a protector. Okay, so if he's providing and protecting, he's leading the house. He's taking care of the house, making sure everything in that house is provided for and protected, right? You're putting too much in it. It doesn't mean that you're a maid. It doesn't mean that that you just do what he says. No. It means he is supposed to lead the household. So if there's a decision to be made, y'all have a discussion about it and y'all make that decision together, right? But say for instance, okay, let me give you this, right? Say for instance, because you're supposed to support each other, correct? So if I'm going to give you a good one, I'm trying to think of a good one for you. And what's coming into my mind is politics. I'm not very politically inclined, if you will. So if my man, my husband, is a Republican, and he sits down and he explains to me, then guess what? I'm a Republican because it just makes sense. Why am I fighting that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he's supposed to lead the house, let him lead. I think we got away from that a long time ago when we decided to let the government run our house. I was raised with uh, a man, a dad, okay, my daddy, right? And my daddy, he was able to take care of the house. Something went wrong in that house, he's on it. You know what I mean? Because again, he's supposed to lead, right? So if something happens in the house, aren't you gonna call him? Something happened with the car, aren't you gonna call him? Something, if you need something, aren't you gonna call him? So let him lead the house, right? But nevertheless, back to my story. My dad, something went wrong in the household. He's taking care of it. You know what I'm saying? To the point we didn't even know nothing was going on. So that that that's the way I was raised. That's the way I was brought up, where a man is a man and a woman is a woman. She's his wife, right? The saying is, behind every great man, there is a great woman, right? So we're supposed to support them, right? Because at the end of the day, they have a lot they have to carry on their shoulders. And I know you done heard me say that again, and I'm going to keep saying it until someone explain to me what the issue is, right? Because honestly, I would like to see a change. Right now, it's just so much going on. You got boys out here pretending to be men, but they have no clue on how to be a man. They think being a man is just screwing as many girls as they can. Or they think being a man is, oh yeah, I got the money, she gonna do what I say. No, that is not what that's not the values that I was raised up on as far as a man. Okay. Now I will tell you this. As far as a man's value, I can't really get into that because guess what? Never been a man. I know what a lady value is. And a lady value is that this man is providing a home. I'm sorry, providing a house. I'm gonna make it a home, right? That's what it is. Let me give it to you, right? So a man go out there and he provides the food, you make a meal. He provides the house, you make it a home. He provides the seed, you make the baby, right? So, that's what we do, right? And that doesn't make us a maid, that doesn't make us less than, that doesn't make us anything other than being a woman, right? That is my thinking. Now, again, I welcome all comments. I welcome, any, if you have anything to add to that, please feel free to let me know because I look forward to your comments. Okay. But I wanted to drop that on you because I just been hearing a lot about especially social media. Oh, you guys know how much I don't like social media, but I know I have to be a part of it because I create content. So, but it's just so much stuff that's on social media. I see these young ladies out here again, you can barely speak English, right? Number one. And you're going outside and you're half naked, you're showing the world everything you have. Um, and you're saying that, oh yeah, I want a man to do this, that, and the third, right? And can he pay my bills, and he's supposed to on the first date take you and buy you a $300 meal, and he's supposed to buy you all these things. And I see what the females are saying. I see that they saying this, that, and the third, but I don't see what they're providing for that man, right? You want him to go out here and pay your bills, 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 but what are you providing for him? Are you providing a good, loving home to come to? A place of peace where he can come home to after pay the bills to rest? Are you providing a meal so he can nourish himself? So he can, wake up and do it all over again? Are you providing that peace of mind for this man? You know what I'm saying? Well, he wants to. He wants to make sure that everything is taken care of. Because if you are the only thing that you can give this man is complaints and attitude, what makes him want to do that for you? Now, again, this may be falling on deaf ears, but I have to try, right? I have to try to see if there's a possibility to change the mindset of some of these young ladies because I don't get it, right? And then part of me feel like this is what they're showing. The celebrities is what they're showing, right, about the men, and but yet they got a man, and the people are trying to follow the celebrities, but you ain't got no man. So it's like, and not only do you not have a man, you don't have no prospects. I'm not saying I know all the answer, of course not. All I'm saying is that, I think you just need to step out of that thinking of he just supposed to give, and you just supposed to take. The last thing I remember is it's supposed to be it's give and take type of situation, yin and yang type of situation, right? He got what he's supposed to do, you know what you're supposed to do, and that's how you make a house a home, right? And then I done already talked about the children. Children nowadays really need to have that stability of a mother and a father, right, in the same household, right? That's why I'm a big advocate on marriage, right? Because once you have that commitment to each other, you'll definitely have that commitment to that child, right, or children. But the things I see out here with women are just having babies. They're having babies and they're sleeping around. And I'm just like, how did we get this far where women are not, the coof is gone, right? Where's the class and the elegance of being a lady, right? And again, you don't have to have on a ball gown or whatever to be a lady. A lady is within. This is who you are, right? So, well, what is that? Where is it? Where is the you want to entice a man, not show him everything you have, but you want to entice him so he wants to chase you. What happened to the men chasing the women or pursuing? Let's take out chasing. Let's say pursuing a woman and showing her how attractive he is to her and what he can do for, what he's willing to do for her. What happened to that? Where do we lose that? And how do we get it back? Because I mean, I know some people may saying that, oh well, that's old days stuff and we don't do that nowadays. But why? Because right now what I see is a lot of chaos and confusion. How are you going to raise little girls to be young ladies when you're not presenting them with, you're not showing them a lady? How are you going to raise young girls and teach them values and morals if you're not showing them values and morals, right? And how are you going to show young ladies how to perform in a healthy relationship if you're not showing them a healthy relationship? I'm sorry, you guys, my nose is keep itching. I don't know if my sinus is going on. I don't know what's happening, but but I these are questions that I have, and I just really would like to know what happened. I mean, I know what happened. I know that we started putting the government in our business, right? That's where child support came from, and fair. Lord, I can't speak. Sorry, you know what I mean. Welfare. That's where that came from, right? So I can't even say the word. That's the thing, because they just in your business. You know how much money you make and how many kids you got and what do you spend your money on and what utilities and did you get a new car? Well, how much is the new car? It's just too much for me. It's too much in my business. I can't be reporting to you what I do. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's just I just these are the questions that I had to ask, you know, you guys, because I want to know what happened. What happened to women being women and not women going out here getting drunk and falling all over the place and it's nothing wrong with having a good time, but my goodness, it's just what I see on social media is absolutely insane. And I would love to show you guys, but what I see, but I know it's a copyright thing and I don't want to have to go into all that. So I just talk about it. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, I'd be happy to share a link with you, whatever. Just let me know so you can see. But I mean, and even with that loyalty, what happened to being loyal? We are not loyal to our friends. Okay. So nevertheless a man, right? But if I cannot wrap my mind around why you feel that you don't need a man, one. But then if you get a man who shows interest in you, and then now you want to give him a hard time and tell him what he's supposed to be doing. And then if he tell you what you're supposed to be doing, now you have an attitude. It's just, I don't get it. So that's why I wanted to come on here. I wanted to jump on here to ask you, can you explain it to me? Because now I'm gonna tell you like this though. I'm allergic to ignorance. I'm repelled by it. Maybe that's why my nose keep itching, because the ignorance is just making me allergic, right? but um, but I really, really would like to know your opinion. I really want to know, how can we get back the elegance and the morals and the integrity that we have as women, right? Um, how can we get that back? And how, again, my goal is to try to create a community of ladies where we can support each other. So if we have an issue with something in the household, or we have an issue or something, we can come together and support each other, right? Um, so if you have any comments, anything that you can give that's positive, please, ladies, keep it positive. But if you have a question um about what I said, and you wanna, or if you wanna leave a comment about what the reason why, please feel free. Like I said, I'm be happy to do a live with you, if you like. Um, and you can leave a comment. I will reply to your comments. So I would love to hear from you. All right. So I am about to go because I have to do some cooking. But I will catch you guys later. Again, life is short, time is limited. So let's be the best person we can be with the time and the life we have. All right, you guys, be safe, be good, and I will check you out next time. Bye.